son, Larry.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Big Idea podcast. Mr. Silman is not with us today. He is at his daughter's graduation. So congratulations to him and his daughter, Julia. One of the really cool things about this business is the people that you meet. And I was really lucky to meet one of the nicest guys and most competent guys in the business in Dallas. Gentleman named Eddie Campbell, and he's gracing us with his presence today. Eddie is about as good as a fixed ops guy as you will ever find, and he made a short foray into being a general manager, and he was damn good at that. It's just that they sold the dealership, so he is relocated with one of the most successful and brilliant dealers in all of Texas, and that's Sam Pack Chevrolet. So without further ado, Eddie in service, Eddie Campbell, is good a fixed ops guy, and is good a guy. Eddie, tell us how things are going over at Sam Pack. Knowing you and that combination, it's going to be amazing, and it's good to see you, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thanks for that intro. You're really good for my ego. I love talking to you. Thanks. So, for a while I was doing some consultant work, and my wife said, would you go back to work? I said, if the right place called with a good reputation, I would do it. And if Sam Pack calls you, you say yes. It's
whoa. I hate to correct you so early.
Yes.
That's not a good reputation. That's a great reputation.
Yeah, you're right. Never even tried to work here because they're just great. They're way up there, and their employees stay forever. So it's tough to get into. And the Sam Pack Chevrolet called, and I'm thrilled. I couldn't get here fast enough, and I've been here 2 weeks now, having the time of my life, and they just do some great things. I could go on and on. One of the first stories I heard was that on Fridays, you can wear jeans. If you bring $5, they put that money into a pot, and that money goes to help employees, like if they need diapers or their cars broke down, or maybe they can't get out of town and they need gas. And that's the stuff the employees do on their own. So everybody pays $5 to wear jeans on Friday. So it raises a lot of money and helps needy employees. So that's the kind of things that happen here.
How long have they been in business there?
I should have looked that up before you came, but I know it's the 70s. It's been around that long. And I have to just brag on Sam Pack himself. I don't know if anybody knows him or not, but he's 89 years old. He works 6 days a week from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, or 7 or 8, or however long it takes. When I went in for the interview, I think it was 6:45 at night. The guy has more energy than a 30-year-old, and he just gets around like age is nothing. I mean, I'm amazed, and he's got such legendary stories. He's got one of the best car museums you've ever been into, if you can get into it, and everything he touches just has a good family feel to it. And when I say Fixed Ops makes billions a year with a B, his response is, I like that they do that well so that I can help employees. I mean, it just seems to be his main focus is taking care of his people.
Robbie explains why he's so successful and has had such incredible longevity.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that no matter what we do, we still wind up with the same thing? You want to be successful, you better be into servant management and have an attitude of gratitude.
Yeah. You walk into one of his Ford stores, and he was president of the Dealer Association for years. I mean, I know that when a Ford is making a GT 500 or something, they call him to, hey, do you want one of these? What number do you want? I mean, he's the Mr. Ford. If he needs it, he gets it from Ford. And if you've ever been to one of his dealerships, it looks like Caesar's Palace. Big, beautiful. Everybody's dressed great. The furniture, you're just like, where does he get all this? I mean, you're wowed the second you walk in.
Pretty cool when you can wow people in an industry that has such a negative, affectation and
Yes.
reputation.
Yeah. Which makes me sad for the industry. One of the things that Eddie in Service does is help customers in situations. And I've had 2 customers. I say customers. I don't know these people. They've never been a customer of mine. They just find me on social media and say, I have a situation. Can you help me with it? I send them my phone number. They call, but twice this week, and it's Friday right now. I've had 2 people that bought vehicles somewhere that when they drove them off, they immediately had transmission or engine trouble. And, I had to walk them through the process on how to get that taken care of, because the places they were at, one was an aftermarket used car lot, the other one was a dealership. And the stories they've told me are so bad. One of them already got her money back, and the other one's working on it.
That's because they don't. Eddie has Mike, so you know, Eddie's a fan of the Inner Moron Demons. He's bought copies and passed them out. And there's a line in there that every salesperson and every owner and every GM should understand. They're not annoyances, they're annuities. Well, when all you want to do is sell somebody a car, you don't care if they're angry or upset or never coming back. That's what you get. But when you treat people like, man, am I glad you're here? Boy, do I prize your business. Boy, do I value it. You get that back too.
And, Larry, I've hired you twice to come hire my salespeople when I was a GM. And that's one of the things that you train on the most, I think, is what's that saying you have? Is if you do it for money, it's not something. I can't remember exactly how it went. I wrote it down. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the money. It's about the relationship. I think is that how you said it?
Not quite, but
it
comes down to if we really care about the people in front of us. If we have all kinds of misconceptions. We think the slick guys get rich. The slick guys go broke. They live in their mom's basement because their .com went bankrupt for $12 million. I honestly thought
or they've changed their .com and crossed it out and said, we're now at .ai.
I love it. Listen, it's the naive guys in my book. Everybody I ever met, I thought I was selling a car to. Everybody I ever interviewed for my job, I think I'm getting them hired. It's really not a complicated process. You know, you guys both live with somebody and you go home and you have a rotten day and they say, what's wrong? Nothing. But they know there's something wrong. There's no neon sign over your head. It's all over our face. When we look grumpy and miserable, people perceive us as grumpy and miserable. And when we look happy and positive, it helps people feel upbeat and positive.
That's what I hated the most about, probably not the most, the deaths were the worst about COVID. But, my smile is such an important part of what I do. I hated wearing those masks. A customer steps out of their car. They don't know if I'm smiling or not. And I love walking up to them with a smile. It just eases the tension and makes things
Eddie, you mentioned that you hired me twice, so I just want to verify because Mike was asking about the way I get paid. I don't get paid to come to dealerships, Mike. I get paid to leave. And they're very eager to hand me that check when I'm at
and I did it twice, so I don't know what that says about me.
Well said, both of you.
It was great for me. I loved it when you came out.
By the way, there's one other thing that needs to be said. And while I do kid around a lot, I usually speak what's in my heart. You don't have to be a creep to be successful. Because as much as he's showering praise on Sam Pack, I watched him in action with his salespeople. When I first met him, he was running the fixed ops of the dealership that I met him at. His people liked him and respected him. He didn't feel the need to beat them down. He held them accountable, but that didn't mean he had to abuse them. A lot of managers don't understand that if you beat the crap out of your salesman, he's going to beat the crap out of the customers. That there has to be a certain amount of, I'm holding you accountable, but I'm going to help you get where you need to be. I'm going to nurture you.
Yeah, that is so true. And you don't have to beat them down. I promise you, if you write somebody up, it hurts. And I like to put it on paper. That way they see it with their eyes. And there was a girl that worked for me, my warranty clerk. This is years ago. And I loved her. You just wouldn't believe the relationship we had. I mean, she worked so hard for the dealership. And I remember she got sick, was in the hospital. And I had just written her up like 3 weeks before. And I opened the hospital door. She wasn't doing very good. I mean, like they didn't know she was going to make it. I opened the door and said, "Hey, how you doing?" She goes, "You here to write me up?" So the next day when I went to see her, I took like 4 write-up sheets and gave them to her. I said, "Hey, sign these, and we'll just work on them when you get back out of the hospital." So I try to write them up out of love and know that it's a correction. And all I want them to do is be better, all of us. And right now I'm telling my people, there's a guy that does the name, he's got it on his shirt, 800%. And I watch his videos. He's good. Another guy that says 100%. Grant Cardone is 10X. And I tell my employees, I'm going to get a shirt that says 1%. I mean, if we can be 1% better today than we were yesterday, at the end of the year, you're going to be phenomenal. And
you eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Yeah. One day, it's probably been about 5 years ago, I thought, today I really am. I'm going to do 100%. I think by about 8-10, I was done. It's almost impossible to give 100%, because you're going to wake up early, you're going to eat the right thing, you're going to go for a run, then you're going to get there extra early. I mean, 100% is tough. So I always
don't listen, Eddie. Don't listen to any sports podcasters, because they like to say the guy gives 110%,
which is no such thing.
Yeah,
Michael, I know Michael is our tech guy, and he's you'd like him a lot. The more you got to know him, he's really a quality guy. Any thoughts or any questions? Eddie is not the best tech guy, but he's as good with people and processes as anybody you'll ever meet. Like, any thoughts, any questions?
Well, see, what I'm interested in is your thoughts as a GM. So put on your GM hat, and when you're looking at your overall rooftop that you're looking to advance and get more market share, are you looking at the internal or the external, or both? Of course, you're looking at both, but what are some of the things that you do on the external to get more people in your market to jump into your funnel? Because there's plenty of people in certain markets, and every month they're looking for product, services, or your company.
Yeah, but that's an easy question for me. And it's social media. I preach it constantly. It's the one thing that kept me alive when I was going through that buy sell. All the advertising had been cut pretty much, but I fought for social media. Plus, I had my own. Salespeople are natural born hams. They love to be on video. Not all of them, not the older guys, but the young ones, they love to turn on the camera and get them on there. And I remember when Larry was training my class, he said, "Is anybody here on social media?" And everybody raised their hand. He said, "How many you got?" There was one kid that had 90,000 followers on TikTok, but never talked about cars. He only talked about sports. And Larry's like, "What are you doing? You got the biggest head start of anybody here. You should be selling 30 cars a month." And he was right. And the guy started using his sports channel to let people know he was a car salesperson. So 95% of every car shopping experience starts on this thing right here. The average American looks at their phone 5 hours a day. The average 8-year-old has already been on social media for a year of their life. They scroll 3 football fields every day with their thumb. I mean, they're looking at this, and here everybody's trying to figure out another way to do it. And social media is not going to be around forever. I think in another 7 or 8 years, it'll be something else. So we need to take advantage of it now. And I know the dealerships that are not using social media correctly are just missing the boat.
Right.
And I mean, I'm here new at this dealership. Right before I came in here, there was a young man that came in for an interview that had seen me on a podcast with another service manager. That's how he knew to come here and knew who I was. So, I mean, social media works. I can't say enough great things about it.
And I just left a guy,
go ahead.
It's mind-bending. He good salesman, selling a bunch of cars, and said, "How much social media do you do?" He says, "None." I said, "Why not?" I mean, what do your paycheck's too fat every week? We should be attacking every aspect of anything that can get somebody into us, that can get us better known. It's just crazy not to use every tool that you possibly have. Just don't get that.
Yeah, and we're on social media right now, and maybe somebody will see it, and one of us will get something out of it, or somebody will see us and know us from that. I want to tell you guys first. I haven't told anybody, but probably in the next 2 weeks, me and a guy named Daniel Dixon. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Dixon Technologies, but he and I are going to have a quick 7 to 10 minute. He calls it a podcast, but I don't. I call it a newscast. But it's called Breaking News, and it's spelled BRAK, like breaking, like a car brake. And we're just going to tell 2 news stories from the day. I'm trying to get as many service stories as I can because there's a ton of sales stories.
Whoa. When, where can that be viewed and when?
Should be on every. It'll be on all of my stuff: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and we're going to try to air it around 7:15 every night, Monday through Friday. It's just something that if you come home and you're looking on your phone or you hop on LinkedIn and you're just wondering what happened today, you'll be able to hear our version of it, because it's just going to be two guys sitting on the tailgate of a truck telling car stories that they heard today. When me and him first were talking about it, we thought, what's a good story to talk about? And I said, well, I heard that the UK has 2 weeks of jet fuel left, and then nobody's going to be on an airplane. I mean, that's a pretty cool story that maybe somebody didn't know about, but it's just things like that. So I believe in social media. So many doors have been opened for me. I would assume it has for you too, Larry. I mean, everywhere I go, people know who you are.
I've gotten a tremendous amount of business. Every once in a while I run into somebody somewhere and they go, I know you. You're the Where's Larry guy.
Yeah. And I love that little spot.
I can't take any credit for that. That's my marketer, Rhonda. That was all her.
Yeah,
yes, you did good.
I'm starting to get known as the stop being a chicken guy. That's another story about my birthday this past year, or this past month, at the beginning of the month. And I won a chicken at Dave & Buster's. So
you know what? Whatever you think,
might as well use it. Yeah, might as well use it.
But Mike, I mean, even though we don't know each other like me and Larry, I mean, I've seen you on podcasts. I've been on one with you. I don't know if you remember that or not. There was a whole bunch of people on it. And I see your pretty smile every night. When I get on LinkedIn, you're somewhere. So it just tells you how strong social media is.
Well, that's another thing. Is the missing link all to this is being consistent. If I was on every other day, I'm not going to get picked up. But if I'm on it every day, and social media, you need two posts a day. That doesn't seem like much, but if you're the person that's putting the posts out and going to one, Facebook, and you wake up at 3:00 in the morning and you go, oh my God, did I post something to LinkedIn on the afternoon portion? Oh my God, right? So the AI that I've been working with is automating that system so that set it and forget it and worry about other stuff and let this go. But the key is that it's your voice. It's your message going out to the market. It can't be a generic kind of, that's where you have pictures of people without heads shaking hands.
Yeah, this setting behind me kind of looks like fake, doesn't it? It's real. It's not a screen. I use 2 different AIs. So even after we have this podcast today, I'll feed it into one of my programs. It'll give me 50 to 60 shorts that I can use.
Right.
And I plaster those out. I'm not, incredibly famous, but I get 6 subscribers a week somewhere just from posting that stuff up. So my audiences just keep growing and growing and growing, and then I'll hit one that gets 40,000, and then the next one gets 2. So you just never know.
It's weird. Yeah. But it's not the algorithms that was in the past. It's now connecting the dots.
It gets better
building
every day.
An ecosystem around either your business or your personality.
Yeah.
Because the AIs are picking up on this, the AI searches.
Mm-hmm.
And Google has already got arrangements and agreements with each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's down 40%. And it's like, what are we going to do to remain profitable? We got to get in touch and have an agreement. Because if you think about it, at ChatGPT or all these other ones are inundated. They're overwhelmed by the data that's coming into them.
Yeah.
And it's programmed to give you the answer. If it's not the right answer, it's going to give you an answer.
Yeah,
but it's drawing from everything.
When I get 6 or 7 people in the room and I'm telling them about social media, they don't ever do it. But I say, if you give me all your phones right now, I'll tell you who your favorite football team is, what kind of music you want to listen to, your favorite kind of car videos you want, what do you like? That algorithm knows you as good as you know yourself, maybe better.
Yeah. There's 3 prevalent algorithms right now. It's search, follow, and the U algorithm.
And the professional salespeople try to find out what they need to know about their customers, because they're paying attention and they're listening more than they're talking.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't want to get too technical on anybody. The last thing I want to do is confuse people, because a confused mind never buys. So I learned that long ago.
Yeah.
But what have you got on the horizon for your forward movement, Eddie? Is it more of what you're doing, or you're going to add or subtract? What's your thoughts?
I'm going to add. I'm going to, I'm focusing a little bit on my new job here at Sampac. He's got some pretty big connections that working here might benefit Eddie in service. And that's the other great thing, is they've embraced it. That was one of the things that attracted to me is the Eddie in service social media. That's where one guy's been following me for 10 years on LinkedIn. That's how he knew about me. That's how this conversation started. And they're just infatuated with it. They want to put Eddie in service on the back of all my business cards. These are their ideas. So social media just keeps opening doors for me, and I think it would any salesman across the country. I'm trying to get advisors to do it, but those poor guys, the second they walk in, they're busy. But I'm bound and determined to have one of the biggest service department social media presences.
Eddie, here's how. Let me give you a tip. Not that I need to tell you anything.
Please
about
do.
it. Have you lead it. Have your sales guys go back to the service advisors, all of them, and have the service advisor say, "I'm Joe. My hours are here. Can't wait to work with you. I understand you came in when I was gone." And then when they're buying the car and it's 8 o'clock and the service advisor is going, "By the way, let me send this to you. This is the guy. He's super." Not a bad idea, right?
Not a bad idea at all. Yeah, I love that idea. Sales to service.
Mike, write that down. I had a good idea. That covers me for the next 3 months. I'm at my quota.
I got your back.
So I think working for Sampac and the connections he has is going to help. I mean, the whole reason I started Eddie in Service was to help Gen Z feel comfortable coming to the dealership. They still don't come to our dealerships. I mean, we got to snap out of it and figure out how to communicate with them. That's why I got into social media. And while I was aiming for Gen Z, I found out that everybody is seeking to feel comfortable at the dealership. So I think the last year, a lot of my podcasts and I interview service managers is we try to give tips to customers on setting themselves up for success coming to the service department, because it's frustrating anyway. And if they don't know to clean out their car or put gas in it before they show up or make an appointment, it's just one more thing that is going to hurt them at the dealership. So I try to I think everybody's got some responsibility into that, including the customer. Keep your extended warranty paper in your glove box. There's just so many things they can do to help themselves before they ever even get here. And they're receiving it. A lot of customers are liking that.
I like it. Mike, do you have anything else? We like to keep it short, Eddie, so we get more eyeballs. Anything else, Mike? Any thoughts for questions? You can see why I wanted this guy on there. There's not a nicer or better guy in our industry.
It's an absolute honor to meet you, and I look forward to continuing the conversation and to benefiting from our growing relationship.
Yes.
You got to get on Lethal Sales more often. I'd like to see your smiling
face. He's on.
Face.
He usually lurks in the darkness, but he's on.
I do like it. I do.
So I have nothing else for you. You did a great job today. And best of luck going forward. You're on the right track as far as everything you're doing, and I'm available anytime. Smoke signals, I'll answer.
You know what? Why don't we have you back in a couple months to see how you've integrated Eddie in Service into Sampac? That's a colossal industry giant with the best fixed ops guy. I know. I can't wait to see what that marriage is going to look like. Eddie, stay healthy. Appreciate you. I'm working on getting back to Texas, and we'll make sure we do dinner, and just can't wait to see you again, my friend.
Yeah, but your dinner's always McDonald's, so we need to go somewhere
true.
nice.
It's not the highest living you're ever going to do, but I promise you, hang with me. There'll be fun quotient.
Thank you guys for having me on. Couldn't wait to see you, and Mike, we'll do business soon.
Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Right. Thank you again, Eddie.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.